So we've decided to call it a day. Got to get a different plan in place, and then I'll start attacking that this year. So we've still got to get after it and stay positive, and still working towards that every goal of competing at the games. So the good prep meals are here. Quarterfinal weekend. And this is what's going to keep me fueled for the whole weekend. M2 Performance, who is my nutritional coach, he'll basically see what meals I need to hit the right macros, and then I'll basically have 3 of these a day, breakfast and then a dinner in the evening, and it's so easy. So I order 3 different types. I have chicken thighs and egg fried rice, bolognese one, and then a fish cake and mashed potato. So we're going to the gym to find out what the first test of the quarterfinal is. Obviously we don't know until 8 PM they're supposed to be released, so we'll just go to the gym, warm up the whole body, get it prepped for whether it needs to be prepped. Just general warm up, getting my shoulders loose. I'm struggling with a hip injury at the minute, so I'll spend a lot of time getting that ready, loosen off my glutes and quads, and then they announce the workouts. We're most likely probably going to do the first one, but if there's another one that's less taxing, then we might do that one tonight. But yeah, we'll see what gets released and give them a crack and then get a plan for the weekend. But we know we're 100% fueled. Don't have to worry about that now. It's such a big relief not having to worry about your nutrition. I can literally eat 3 of them a day. I know I'm hitting my macros, and that's really good quality food. So yeah, it's perfect. We are starting with number 1, 10 strict handstand press-ups, 10 dumbbell power cleans, hang power cleans, 50 dubs, 3 rounds. Rest 1 minute into 10 kipping handstand press-ups, 10 dumbbell shows overhead, 50 double unders, 3 rounds. So we're gonna smash that one today. Pretty much just go full blast, see how we feel, and then do it again tomorrow if we need to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
all in my jeans. Ain't no way that I can slow down. I'm laced up, look how I shake the ground. Can't touch the crown, but you can kiss the ring. Close your eyes and see how I live a dream. I'm too smooth, MJ with the lean. Don't be fooled, I came through with the team. This is over their heads, how high can it go? I'm too over the edge, got my eyes on the goal. And we right back at it, keep them right on their toes. Look at the way that I move, this is all that I know. Cause I got the drive, I put it in gear. Line them up, I don't see no competitors here. If it ain't first place, we really can't settle for it. Listen up, get ready for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Listen up, get ready for it. Get ready, let's go. Get ready, we running this show. Get ready, you already know, let's go. Listen up. Feel the energy rising, I'm feeding off of the crowd. My feet stomp the ground, the sound is so loud. Pump it up, I can hear the chants and cheers coming in from the top. Hey, the champ is here. Lace them up, let you wanna be last. Must be Ramadan, cause I'm coming in fast. It must be Comic-Con, all I see is a mask. I'm electric, I don't need the gas. I've been locked in, but never been boxed in. Only options, the top of the top 10. Always ready to go, just say when. Let's begin, I'm gone with the wind. Cause ain't no stalling, I go all in. Hold the line, I hear greatness calling. Break the walls, you see them falling. 3, 2, 1, here I come without warning. Get ready for it.
Pure shoulders, isn't it? Oh, lovely stuff. So we've decided to call it a day. I've been suffering from like an IT band sort of hip issue the past 2 weeks, I'd say. I think it all stems from, I've always had a dodgy ankle for years. Anyone knows me well enough knows I've always suffered with my ankles, and because I'm so flat-footed, that puts pressure on my knee, which then at times puts pressure on my hip, and sometimes just gets too much. I think my IT band just kind of given in pretty much. So been seeing the physio pretty much every single day, trying to get me ready for this weekend. And I think we were hoping for not much leg dominant workouts, and then obviously there's a 4 rep max front squat, followed by a lot of pistols, followed by a lot of wall balls. So we've just tried to get up to a decent squat rate, and I only got to 110 kilos before just started to get loads of pain down this leg again. So there's no way I was putting any decent numbers up, and then doing lots of pistols, then doing lots of wall balls. So yeah, made the very tough but I think smart decision to pull out this year so I could try and be fit for next year. And it's tough, but this is just part of being in a sport. You've got to kind of take on the chin. It's totally out of my control. Obviously, it's very gutting to have qualified last year and not been able to go to the pandemic, and then obviously this season has now been stopped through injury. So it's not the whole season, because obviously there's other really big competitions that I'll aim for at the end of the year, but obviously my game season will be no longer anymore. So yeah, just got to stay motivated, just use this time to try and motivate everyone else who may be going through an injury, or anyone else who's going through a tough time with work, or just in general life, that anything that you come across you can always get past and you can always overcome it. You just kind of have a positive attitude, got to get a different plan in place, and then I'll start attacking that this year. So still motivated as ever. We'll have to go again and get there next year, and then this year just use this year to get this a lot better, to get even better in my weaknesses and try and become even better athlete to get to the games next year. So still extremely positive. Don't let these sort of things get you down. I can still train, which is great. I can still do a lot of body stuff. I just can't squat under any sort of load. So yeah, I'm still got to get out for it and stay positive, and still working towards that ever goal of competing at the games. So this is the first look of my first ever book, Start Where Others Stop, hardback. First time I'm actually seeing this, and it looks amazing. I'm so proud of it. I wrote this during a very hard time of not qualifying for not being able to go to the games because of the pandemic. So turning that situation to a positive, and hopefully we've created a book that can change a lot of people's lives. So yeah, extremely proud of this. So obviously I made a decision today not to compete in the quarters due to my hip injury, so we're having a cheat meal. I've been really good, only in good prep meals for the last kind of 3 months, no like chocolate sweets, really good diet. But this weekend is going to be pretty loose on the nutrition now. So we're starting with some chips, sweet potato fries, and then I've got some meat from the butcher's. Gonna have some burgers and then some lamb steaks. So not too bad, but the chocolate and sweets would be a bit naughty. Honestly, come on.
Can you just hush?
Choose
I don't
which-
mind. You normally get these for you.
Choose which one?
Barbecue, please. Are you gutted?
No, I like both. Get out of the way.
It actually smells stronger.
Oh,
Original.
Jesus, they look more good. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
He's not in it.
Tonight.
So the workouts, obviously you've got to choose a lot of things that I can do. So with my IT band hip, it's basically anything that squatting with load hurts. So I think I can actually. So yeah, so that doesn't feel great, but that didn't hurt, which is good. About a week ago, that would hurt just doing a bodyweight squat. So my physio Maris has done really good work, but it's just not enough time to get ready. I think by next week I'll probably be able to do like wall balls. That's probably the heaviest weighted thing I could do with a squat. Anything sort of past 60 kilos squat, and I think it's going to be out for maybe 3 weeks. So we're doing 30 car bike. Hopefully that'll be just getting the hip and IT band nice and warmed up, so I won't be going mental. 12 bar facing burpees, 6 ring muscle up, 6 rounds. Just be going pretty steady, just want to move and just do a workout in the movements I enjoy. And then we're going to do a variation of one of the quarters, just not as much volume, because that was a crazy amount of volume. It's going to make people sore for a very long time after that. So usual sort of volume that I'm used to. GHDs, they're no problem on my hip because it's IT band, so that's fine. Rope climbs and handstand walks. So these 2 workouts today. Nice little sweat. Felt the IT band on the burpees a little bit, but wasn't too bad. Bike was pain free, which is good. When it was really bad about a week ago, it used to hurt jumping up for the rings, but I haven't hurt anymore, so that's good. I thought trying the front squats yesterday would make it a lot worse today, but I don't think we've gone back too far, so that's good. So we just did that workout. I changed it because my hip, so it ended up being rope climbs and handstand walks. Just a pretty light skill session. Just focusing on keeping the heart rate relatively steady all the way through. I didn't want it to spike at the start because I was going out too hot. So yeah, it was 6 rope climbs, 100 foot, 5 rope climbs, 75 foot, 4 rope climbs, 50 foot. Just focus on the heart rate, keep it nice and controlled, and just working on some skill work. So yeah, nice session overall. Like I said, for the next week, anything that hurts my leg, I've just got to adapt and change. So yeah, that was nice. Kept the heart rate pretty steady all the way through, didn't spike in any particular point. Tried to kind of control my heart rate down on the rope climbs and just keep staying nice, composed and controlled through that movement. So now we're going to go see my very trusted physio Marius, give me some treatment on my hip, get in the chiro, and yeah, basically give me a lowdown of what the plan is for the next kind of month or so. Try and get it back to 100%, and then we're back on for next season. Oh no, come on!
If you do that, do it from the top. Do it from the top.
No, you're going to pull it.
No, do it from the top because there's no hair on the top.
Go away! You're going to pull it.
It doesn't look good.
It does. Whoa! Whoa! Yes. Solid me, mate. So we are here with Marius, my therapist. I put all my trust in this guy to fix me and keep me well during the season. Obviously this is an issue that we couldn't fix in time for this weekend. So he's going to go through what the issue is.
I believe with what we did last week, it seemed like iliotibial band syndrome. So, but with further research, it seemed like it's more like TFL, which is a tensor fascial latae. Muscles that is on your RT band, so that when it get tight, it overflares. So we're going to do some tests to try to see if that is the issue, and then just take it from there. So now I'm just doing a modified Thomas test. As you can see, his RT band is quite tight, which pulling his leg laterally. His leg should be here, but it's just pulling out, and also it's slightly rotated, which means again the glute medius is quite tight on that leg as well. Yeah. Now we're going to try to test your rectum first. Yeah. Bring your leg there and then hold it there for me. Okay. Yeah. And put pressure. That's not bad. Yeah. That way, bring your leg up. Then hold it there. Yeah. Very weak. Yeah. There's no power there. So just hold it that way, and then that's not bad. Okay. If you just lay on your side, and now you're going to try to test your medius. Okay, just there. Okay, and then just stop me to bring it down. Yeah. Yeah. So I can feel a little bit there. On.
Yeah.
Again.
So here, then it's just like all down here.
Then it's all down, and then also your hip muscle, glute medius, like I said, is weak because your leg is going out. Yeah. And also your medialis oblique is weak because your knee, when you're going in, just collapse it.
Yeah, especially when I haven't got my insoles in.
Yeah, so it collapse it in as well. Yeah. Like you say, it doesn't help with having severe flat foot.
Yeah. So I think the root cause of the issue is these flat feet. Get these in shot. Hi. Someone help me.
Your glute medius and your glute max are not firing. We need to try to get them activated. Yeah. So because they're not firing, your tensile fasciolateral muscle is overworking.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to like get the glute medius and glute maximus start firing.
Yeah.
And then that will take a lot of tension on your tensile fasciolateral muscle.
So now he's going to show me the exercises that I'm going to have to do in my programming to get this healed up and ready to go.
Try to reach past that line. Relax. There. Any pain there?
No pain, just feel like I'm constantly just shifting. So
Yeah, but try to basically engage your core as well when you're basically doing it. Ultrasound, tries to help with the inflammation side of it. Because a lot of people say you have to stretch your RT band, but you can't stretch RT band. Because a lot of people tend to do firm rolling on the RT band. It doesn't do anything. Just using a shockwave, try to like loosen off the muscle, to break down the scar tissue and realign the fibers. Ooh, just there.
now we'll go in the cryo.
Now Mr. Strap.
Oh, yes.
Where you get your slippers from?
These are Dolce & Gabbana. It's not hot. So we just finished the session with Marius. Got our plan in place, got to do lots of strength exercises. It was the TFL, was it? Just giving way, and then the IT band's just flaring up because none of the muscles around it are working very well. So yeah, we've got a rehab plan in place. It would take, was it 8 weeks, was it?
8 weeks.
8 weeks before we can do any sort of major squatting stuff. So yeah, it's got to be strict with the rehab and then focus for competitions at the end of the year. Hopefully go ahead. We've got Rogue, Wadapalooza, and another one which make the Triple Crown event, so I'll aim for them for the end of the season. And then yeah, lots of rehab and just keep motivated and crush those events at the end of the year.
And now I'm